Welcome to my monthly video where I update Rideau Lakes residents on current municipal issues and topics of local interest. The past 2 months I've focused on two of our villages, namely Newborough and Chaffee's Lock. This month the focus will be on Portland. I will not be going over Portland's rich history, but will instead provide an update on the current Municipal Hub project and Portland's future as a vibrant township village. Portland is one of the township's largest villages and is centrally located in the Bastard and South Burgess ward on Big Rideau Lake, which is directly behind me here. It has recently become home to our North Leeds OPP detachment located in the former public school on Highway 15. Council recently had a tour of these new offices and all are thrilled with this location. Portland also has a pharmacy open, along with a law office, a cafe, and the reopening of a pizzeria. A second cafe is in the works to add to a business community that includes a grocery store, a bank, post office, LCBO, boat rental company, real estate office, various home-based artists, 2 marinas, a gas station, a chip truck, and others. The former Anglican Church is now owned and operated by the Portland on the Rideau Historical Society, and the township helped to make that happen and continues to assist with the financial viability of this significant heritage building here in Portland. Portland is also blessed with awesome green space in the form of a public beach, Hannah Park, a municipal harbor, a community hall and playground, and Kin Park with its soccer pitches and ball diamond, play structure, and toboggan hill. The Legion and the United Church also serve as important community institutions here. Our community hall is in need of replacement, and our library is in rented space and lacks any programming space. Council is considering replacing these assets with what has been called a municipal hub. All of this is consistent with our strategic goal of village and hamlet vitality. A municipal hub to provide seamless service to all township in a central location was also identified in the 2015 strategic plan. But community renewal can be complex and a messy process. While some want to retain that quiet, tranquil hamlet setting, others want to see Portland have a stronger commercial and tourism presence. In 2018, the township acquired a significant land parcel in the village known as the Gallagher property. This was purchased as a future site for a municipal hub. In 2020, council made the decision to demolish the Brzee house on this property and to remove a gazebo. The house was no longer salvageable after years of the prior owner's neglect. To date, the township has invested almost $225,000 in this property to purchase it and get it more development ready. The Gallagher property gave council a second option for a location to build a municipal hub. Recently, council took the recommendation of their architects, plus VG, to utilize the existing hall site rather than the Gallagher property. At some point, council will have to decide what to do with the Gallagher property. Some in the Portland community wish to see us use it for additional green space, while others feel that it should be sold and redeveloped for housing and/or commercial uses. Throughout this process, starting in 2019, community consultation has been ongoing. An inclusive and independently led visioning exercise was undertaken back in 2019. In the meantime, speed limits have been reduced and sidewalks have been replaced here in Portland. Storm drainage was studied in 2018, and our Community Enhancement Committee has been actively making recommendations for other improvements. The latest round of public consultations were held on Tuesday, October 5th at the Portland Community Hall. The current municipal facility is well used and loved by the community. It is home to our township's largest community hall and one of several food banks and a clothing co-op. The township did undertake engineering and building condition assessment, which confirmed that this facility was nearing the end of its useful life. An estimate of over $800,000 to repair the facility helped convince our council to commit to building a new hall. As well, the library branch in Portland has long been an important part of the community and would benefit from being jointly located with the new community hall, as common spaces could be shared. Building on work previously done, a mixed-use approach is being pursued by council. This community hub model, or better described as co-locating services and facilities, is already in place in Rideau Lakes in Elgin and in North Crosby, and is under development in South Elmsley. It provides a better experience for users and saves tax dollars to build and operate these facilities. Council issued a request for proposal for architectural services, and as mentioned, Plus VG is the selected consultant and is now in the concept design and community consultation stage. The uses contemplated include the community hall, other community services, the library, administrative offices, harbor master facilities, public washrooms, etc. Mixed uses make sense. By sharing common facilities such as washrooms or a kitchen or meeting rooms, a council chamber, a community hall, the cost can be materially reduced. Staff have suggested that the savings from not building two buildings would easily exceed $500,000. Council has an obligation to manage public funds prudently and to be strategic in making building investments. We need to think not only about Portland, but the entire township and the impact it would have. We also want our village of Portland to be viable for years to come. One of the most controversial parts of this project to date has been selecting a site, but it is be it the existing one or the Gallagher site. Both have advantages and disadvantages. The decision has now been made, and a new hub, if built, will be located on the existing hall site after the existing hall is demolished. The next critical decision for Council is what components will be included in a new municipal hub, and the need for administrative offices has often come into question. Council again sought professional input on our existing offices in Chantry. This converted public works garage, built in the 1970s for a township 1/5 the size at the time, no longer fits the needs of a modern municipal operation. Pynchon Environmental provided a full building condition assessment, Plus VG Architect completed a functionality and accessibility review, and M&E Engineering conducted a complete HVAC review. The offices in Chantry have been found to be inadequate after serving the township for many years. Some of the deficiencies include overcrowding for staff and council, undersized offices and a lack of privacy for clients, an inability to meet the 2025 accessibility standards. We also have significant heating, cooling, and plumbing challenges in the Chantry office. The Chantry office also is a location that provides no real economic spin-off. There's an inadequate site. For any additional expansions at that site, and we have significant future maintenance costs that have been identified, in addition to high utility costs. Council, in its recent discussions, have unanimously agreed that we need to move forward with a new administrative building, and that Portland, given its central location, is the most logical place to go. There has not yet been a position taken on when and exactly where this could or would occur. Including it in a planned hall library building is an option. Building anything today is expensive, and the municipal hub will be a significant financial commitment for this township. The township is, however, in good financial shape, and we are growing. I believe a project like this municipal hub can be done without impacting in taxation rates. It is an opportunity to provide better community services and showcase and lead environmental and energy innovation. We can work to build green and greener. It is also an opportunity to consolidate jobs and new investment in a key and central township village, namely Portland. As we move forward, I ask all of you to be patient and be open in your suggestions as we go forward. We will endeavor to get this right for all of our taxpayers. Thank you. Please continue to follow the health unit guidelines with respect to COVID and stay safe.